I'm basically a farmer from central Illinois, corn and soybean operation, and more recently we've had a big wind project develop, so I tell people that we grow corn, soybeans, and wind energy. I've had a career in agriculture that spanned about 25 years working with farm organizations. Most recently I came through the United States Environmental Protection Agency, where I was the counselor to the administrator for agricultural policy there. So I've had a lot of opportunities to work with agricultural environmental issues. I've always had a very strong interest, obviously with my farm background, in those kinds of issues, and certainly that's one of the things that excited me about the opportunity to come to the American Farmland Trust, who's, I think, seen as a leader of groups that are looking at the nexus of agriculture and the environment and trying to improve our environment while helping agriculture. Well, we want to be a progressive leader in generating ideas and new approaches to addressing environmental issues that not only help preserve farmland but enhance its productivity, and always with an eye of doing it in a way that makes sense for producers. I think one of the things that makes AFT a little bit unique is the fact that we understand very clearly if it doesn't work for farmers, if they can't survive, if they can't sustain themselves economically as well as environmentally, then it's going to be much more difficult to get the uptake, to get the acceptance of the agricultural community that we need to. So we want to be a factor that can help, look at some new approaches, be a progressive factor, try to be a leader in terms of bringing about positive environmental change that can be good for the country, good for the environment, and good for agriculture. AFT has getting to be a fairly long history now of having some expert staff, of being a convener of a lot of people that have opinions, expertise, ideas in terms of how we address a lot of the critical issues involved. And we certainly are going to continue a strong focus on collaborative efforts, bringing people together to try to find common solutions. We're going to certainly continue to try to provide expertise in terms of what's worked, what kind of ideas should we be testing, and what can we learn from the efforts to test those ideas, so that again we can get to that point where we can put out some real solutions, options for producers that will help them address in a very positive, proactive, and hopefully also profitable manner environmental issues that challenge agriculture. If you come from a farm as I do, you do care a lot about the environment. You care about a lot about natural resources. You care a lot about maintaining farmland. I'm not familiar with too many people that grow up in agriculture that don't want to own and be a part of that business. And so I started at a very early age in terms of feeling very strongly about the things that AFT feels strongly about. And I've been fortunate in my life to have opportunities to work directly in issues, both at a policy level, at a practical level on the farm, and most recently at a regulatory agency where we were looking for new ways to try to make agriculture part of the solution, which is something I very strongly believe in, is that agriculture can be a positive part in addressing, be it climate change or soil conservation, or pick your environmental issue that you're concerned about, and truly believe that agriculture can help be a part of an answer to those kinds of issues. And again, that's what brings me back to AFT, and a tremendous amount of excitement about the positive role, the progressive role that it plays in helping make agriculture part of that solution.